guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, thank you for joining. Today's video is a everyday makeup tutorial. I'll be doing a little chatty get ready with me where I show you guys exactly how I've been doing my makeup for kind of like my go-to routine over the past couple of months. This is really good for the holidays, for if you're taking pictures or filming like I do every day, or just whatever. It can be dressed up or dressed down, and it's just what I've been loving for the past couple of months. So I wanted to finally share in depth how I do everything with you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, definitely be sure to do so you can catch all of my upcoming videos. Let's get to it. Before we get started, I wanted to say thank you to Measury for sponsoring today's video. I have a bunch of really good everyday jewelry pieces to go with this everyday makeup look, and I will also have a link in the description box where you guys can shop and enjoy. Measury is having their Black Friday Cyber Monday sale coming up. It's going to be from the 23rd to the 30th of November. The way that their sale model is going to work is 10% off of one item, 15% off of 2 items, and 20% off if you get 3 or more items. So it's one of those the more you buy, the more you save type of sales, and it's a perfect time to get something for yourself that you've been eyeing, because you can wear their jewelry literally all year long, and with so many things, they're very classic staple pieces. Or it's also a great time to get someone in your life a gift, and they come in like the most cute, perfect little boxes, and it just feels like a special little treat. So I love their packaging, I love their brand, and it's a good time to snatch them up. First, I'm going to show you the rings, and this one is a little like ridged ring. I love wearing rings. And then I also picked up a little pinky ring, which I think is so cute. It's a nice little smooth dome shape. And then this one I wear all the time. It's from the Croissant collection, I believe, Croissant Dome. And it's just a nice one to have as well. So these are some perfect everyday rings. And then I also picked up this chain necklace, kind of a daintier chain, which I love. I also love that it's kind of a more like masculine feel to it, because it's like a flat chain and it's kind of boxy, but it's really like small and dainty. So it's kind of a perfect mix of feminine and masculine, and it obviously goes with everything because it's so classic and simple. I got so many good earrings from them as well. This one I believe is from the Croissant collection, and it's just a nice chunky hoop. I love wearing like a big hoop in my first hole. And then this second one back here is like a little huggy, and then this one is just a plain gold, little bit thicker of a huggy. And then this one is a huggy with some diamonds around it, which is super cute. So kind of a mix of different textures. Up here I put in this one with a little stud in it, which I think was so cute. That is everything for the jewelry pieces. I love them, and I think you guys will too. And now let's get into the makeup. For starters, I go in with this eye bright. This is from Fit Glow Beauty, and this is literally the best product I've ever used for dark circles under the eyes. Just take my finger and pat this in to my under eye, and it's like a really pigmented kind of whitish yellow color. So this goes on under foundation. I've used this product for years. It actually used to come in a little pot, and now it comes in a tube, and it's more of like a liquid. Before it was kind of a almost like a balm that would be more transparent, so it wasn't really like a balm, it was like a clay, I guess. And it looks like this, which looks crazy on its own, but it's gonna fix my dark eye, my under eye circle. It's worth looking crazy. Next step is going to be my foundation, which over the past couple of months I have been obsessed with this tinted moisturizer instead of a foundation, which I was not necessarily like a tinted moisturizer girl before this. I've fallen in love with this one. I've talked about it 7 million times. So it's a Smashbox Halo, and I use the shade light medium, and I actually just use my fingers to blend this in. it just really warms up the product and makes it glide on super smooth. And why I love this product is because it's basically a second skin. It goes on so nicely and it looks so natural. It also has like skincare ingredients in the product, so it can do some skincare while you're wearing it. It has SPF in it. It has a built-in primer in it, so you don't have to wear a primer before. But it's just the best foundation. Well, it's not really a foundation, it's a tinted moisturizer, but it's just the best look. It's got a nice dewy finish to it, and I am an oily skin girl, so I'm kind of like weary of dewy things sometimes, but this one just looks so natural and I'm okay with it. As far as coverage goes, I would say that this is like light medium coverage. If you need a little extra coverage, what I'll do is just add in a little bit more in those places. I'm just gonna go back in with my fingers and kind of pat this around instead of rubbing it in like I did with the original layer. And this just makes it a bit more buildable where you need it. Long story short, I just can't recommend this product enough. I have had so many of you guys reach out on Instagram saying that you've tried it and that you loved it and you're so happy with it. And so I know I'm not the only one. It's not just my weird obsession. It's a real thing. I have the Ariana Grande album stuck in my head. If you guys haven't listened to it yet, it's really good. It's a nice, upbeat, poppy, positive, good vibrations album. A lot of the songs actually have like manifesting and energy references in them, which, if you know me, I love that stuff. So listening to that music all day and just soaking up that energy is powerful, I think. So I love it because it's fun to listen to, it sounds good, it's well made, but I think it also carries good energy beyond that even. So definitely give it a try. I think my favorite song is, I don't know if it's called Magic or Just Like Magic, something like that. It's a good one. And I also like the song Shut Up. It's a great song if you're dealing with haters, trolls, anything like that. Could be your motto. So that is how the foundation looks. Keep calling it a foundation, but it's really like a tinted moisturizer. And then this is a little secret trick that I like to do specifically with this tinted moisturizer. So instead of putting on a concealer, I like to take the same product in a lighter shade. This is the shade Light, and I'll use this as a concealer because the texture is exactly the same, so it doesn't get all like thick and cakey compared to that really nice skin-like texture on the rest of the face. So I noticed when I would just use a normal concealer over this, I didn't like kind of the juxtaposition of the two. So doing this just creates more of a seamless, cohesive overall texture. I'll put that under my eyes, and then I'll also do like my T-zone, my nose, a little on the chin. Sometimes I get red under my nose. And again, I'm just using my fingers for all of this, which to some people might be really weird. A lot of makeup artists love using their fingers. Everybody has different techniques that work for them. I think it's Makeup by Mario who uses his fingers for like so much of his makeup process. I really like it. I mean, it makes sense to me that it kind of just warms up the product and it works in like so naturally. So I'll just take whatever left over. This is a bit of a slow blending process, I would say. Maybe it's because I'm using fingers that it makes it a little more tedious, but I think it's worth it. It just comes out looking really natural. And this is perfect for every day. I know that there's someone out there who's gonna be like, oh my god, that's so much makeup for every day. Which is totally fine. Do your thing, girl. I'll do mine. I am queen of damage control lately. Just disclaimer queen, someone called me the other day, which I was flattered by because I'm like, yeah, I gotta put disclaimers out there because everybody is so quick to freaking criticize you. Anyways, going on a tangent. Okay, so I already mentioned I am an oily skin gal. So sometimes I don't put setting powder on this foundation because I really like the glowy feel, and it kind of just depends what's going on with my skin at the time. And it is about to be winter, so you would think that I would be drying up a little bit, but actually my skin has been really oily lately, like the past couple of days. So I am going to go in with a setting powder today, and this is the Airspun setting powder. Super affordable setting powder. I just take a big fluffy brush and lightly dip into that and kind of just pat it in. My forehead loves to be the star of the show when it comes to being greasy. The main oil spill area, as I like to call it. Lightly pat that in. This is the skin that we're dealing with. I love those products. This base has been like something good that I've discovered in 2020. Now I am going to go in with contour. This is my Ride or Die contour palette. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder contour, and I use this brush by MAC. It's the 135. And then I'm just gonna carve out my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline. I absolutely hate washing my makeup brushes. It is like up there with all of my least favorite things to do. So I'm wondering if you guys feel the same. Is this a common grievance among the people, or am I just a little troll about it? And what are your tips for enjoying it more, making it easier? Just anything. The other day we were all talking about like how much we hated washing our makeup brushes, and I was like, you know, maybe I should put them in a dishwasher. Little makeup brush dishwasher. Wouldn't that be nice? It could just do all the work for you, which probably something like that does exist. I'll have to look into it. And obviously I'm not a makeup artist by any means. This is just how I do my makeup and what works for me and my taste. Go along the jawline, kind of up. We're also gonna contour the lips and the nose. Starting with the nose, this brush is a Luxie brush, and don't think they make it anymore, so I cannot point you in the direction of it. But something that's kind of like fluffy and flat is good for the nose, in my opinion, and also the lips, and then something to kind of carve it out, and then something fluffier to blend it out is good. On the bottom, I'm gonna do a little circle to make a little button nose. And then for the lips, it's kind of just like lip liner. I swear this makes your lips look so much bigger. And then we're just gonna blend it out. And hopefully this helps all the people who are wondering if I have lip filler, because I don't. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know that because we answer that question like every week. And we made a drinking game out of it. So since I just answered that question, you guys who know have to take a shot. Just kidding. Obviously, you do not have to take a shot. You can take a shot of water because Lord knows we all need it. Speaking of that, I have been so tired for the past couple of weeks. Literally ever since daylight savings started, I've been super tired. I think just not having the sun up as long in my day has drained so much energy for me. We're all like little plants, and we need our energy from the sun, I think. So not having that has been honestly really hard for me to adjust to. And one of the best things I've found to help is drinking a ton of water. So take a shot of water for my lips. I like to go in with a bronzer. I can't decide which one I've been liking better lately. Hoola Benefit Bronzer or MAC Give Me Sun. I'm gonna go with Hoola today. Take a big fluffy brush. This one is, it doesn't have the name on it anymore. I don't know where this is from. It's not very specific. So just take that and kind of warm up the cheeks. Just go over pretty much all the same areas that we contoured, but just with a more, like, a less precise, I should say, hand with the bronzer. Now we're gonna do blush. Freck Cheek Slime is my freaking favorite blush, and I like this color in the summer and the colder months, but I think I wear Cuffed a lot in the summer, which is like a lighter pink color. This is kind of a, I don't know what to call that color, kind of like a corally color, and it's definitely more on like the red side and a deeper side, and I think it's so pretty. So I take this brush. This is a Sephora blush brush. It's my favorite blush brush, and I just kind of blend this out on my hand first because it's a very pigmented product, and then I will just like tap it into my cheeks with this brush instead of swiping, and I find that this distributes the color and the product just really nicely. Other side. And I used to not wear blush at all. Like, I honestly did not start wearing blush probably until late 2019 or 2020. I'm just like giving like a flushed look. Almost like a little bit like a sun-kissed look. So that's why I go over the bridge of my nose. And I just do this process kind of slow and steady so it blends out nicely and it doesn't end up being too much too quick. Just like that. I am going to move on to brows, which I feel like I need to do a tutorial just on brows because, let's drop that. It's a whole thing, but basically I love, love, love the Benefit Ka-Brow. A little mirror that's close to me. So I always use that in the shade 4, and then I'll just make the brush really skinny using a little tissue or something. I usually have one in my makeup bag that I keep for that, but it wasn't in there, so just grabbed another one. And then I'm just going to outline the bottom of my brow first. Also, I am a big bold brow girl. My eyebrows are actually naturally blonde, but I like them to be super dark and bold. I've been doing my brows like that since I was in high school. Like, I just love a dark brow. So that is just my personal preference. And I don't think everyone likes that, and I don't think everyone has to like that. I'm just sharing, you know, what I do. Once I have the bottom outlined, I'll go in and outline the top, and I kind of leave the front of my brow alone the whole time. I can barely talk while I'm doing this because I focus so much. I'm just gonna go and fill in the tail and sort of like nearly my whole brow, but not the very front. I also like to have like a further mirror for this. The big picture, you know, I like to call it the thumbnail. It needs to look good as well. It's kind of nice to reference when you're doing it, how it looks close up and how it looks far away. Now I'm gonna do my eye makeup. So I love doing a wing, and then I'll go and smoke it out with some shadow. So this is actually the Neutrogena liquid liner. I love the Kat Von D one, but mine just ran out, so I'm gonna use this. And I'm probably gonna be silent when I do this because it's a lot of concentration. I'm going to do this side. They're a little different, of course. It is what it is. I'm gonna go in with a shadow. So I love the I Love palettes from Sephora. I use these all the time. This one is the warm neutral, I think, and I just mix the top 3 brown colors and take a little angled brush and kind of just go over the liner. This is a weird technique, I'm pretty sure, but it works for me. So this just makes it more soft and smoked out, and also just like a bit messier and not as perfect. So it kind of doesn't matter when you're doing the winged liner if it's not perfect, because we are gonna just go over and blend it all together. And after that, I just go in with my lash curler. I love this kind of like smoky eyeliner look because I feel like the diffused like soft bit of it makes it wearable for every day, if you're into that. But also the like liner aspect makes it dressed up enough that you can also wear it for pretty much any occasion. So like if it is a little more dressy. And then I'm just going in with my mascara. I've been loving this one. It is the Hourglass Unlocked, I think is what it's called. This is one of those mascaras that when you wash it off, it comes off in like little tubes, which is kind of fun when you're washing your face. I also remember the first time I ever experienced that. I don't even think I was wearing the mascara. It was when I was a little girl and my mom was wearing the mascara and she like showed me in the sink that came off in little tubes, and I thought it was so cool. But I'm gonna do the lips right now. I do my lips different like every single day. I use different products. I just love lipsticks and lip liners and everything, so I don't have like a go-to that I use every day, but I kind of stay in the same color family every day. And for today, I picked up this ColourPop liner in the shade Lumiere, I think. I'm just gonna start on the bottom lip. This is kind of like a pinky purple one. Is it okay? I'm into it. So I just do the bottom lip and then overline a bit on the top lip. Okay, so then after that, I just fill in a little bit with the liner to look nice and full. Alright, lipstick. What did I bring over here? This one I use all the time. It's a Bobbi brown lipstick in the shade Baby. It's a nice pink color. I kind of like to just pat this on, as you can see, instead of swiping. I don't like to have a ton of product on my lip. I like to mix a lot of things and like play with lip products, but I don't like when it's like thick, so I'll end up like blotting my lipstick off a lot too. I'm gonna put this Revlon Ultra Matte HD lipstick. I think this is in the shade Embrace. Yeah, on top. This is a all-time fave. This one is almost out, so kind of just pat that on top. I like this lip combo so far. And then I always like to take a really light pink or nude and kind of like mix that in too. So this is the NYX in the shade Shy, but anything really light pink or nude works. Mix it in with your finger, blend it in, I should say. Okay, I like that. Also been into these lip oils lately. I'm normally like a matte lip girl, kind of just keep it like this. But lately I've been wearing these lip oils, which I think is really fun for like the holidays and everything too. This is Iconic London. Just put that over any lip recipe. It's fun. And this is the shade Queen Bee. Also gonna go in with my highlighter now. This is the Iconic London Illuminator Drops. This is unsanitary and I know it, so if you don't want to do something unsanitary, don't do this. But if you don't care like me, do you. I'm gonna take this fresh out of the bottle instead of like transferring it onto a brush or something, because I just find it makes it way more pigmented. I'm just gonna do the tiniest dot, like literally so small. You could barely see it probably. And then some up here. And then we're gonna blend that out. Make a nice line. This. Just gonna blend out as well. So as you can see, a tiny, tiny bit of this goes a long way. So I did like literally the smallest dot. I like to do this on my inner eye as well. So bright. I'll do a little bit on my lip. My cupid's bow, I should say. And then if you want it to just be like extra super bright, I'll take a powder highlight on top of that with my little pencil brush and just kind of go over that. Super, super intense. Not normally a highlighter on the cheeks girl, but I've been feeling it lately, so I'll just take a little bit of powder highlight. Then we are going to finish brows right now. So I use the same product, the Kabrow, and just with like a light hand create hair-like strokes at the front of the brow. And to set the brows, I love the Anastasia Beverly Hill Brow Gel in chocolate. Goes really well with the number 4 color. And just lightly go through there, brush them up. And then I'm gonna go grab my lashes. For lashes, I love the Cherry Bomb lashes in number 901. And what I do is actually cut them in half or even smaller, like that, and place them on the outer corner of my eye. So let's see, which one does this go for? This goes on the right eye. I use a duo gel, or duo glue, could not think of the word, in black. And if you guys follow me for a while, I used to have lash extensions, so I really haven't used false lashes for a couple years. I'm not very well versed in it, and I'm by no means like a pro. So over the past couple of months, I've been practicing and getting more into it and just like trial and erroring everything and seeing kind of what works for me. And then, as you guys know, I love to do faux freckles. I think that they're so cute, and so many people with real freckles have messaged me about how that's like really flattering to them and they think it's so cool, and like their grandma would always tell them that they had angel kisses on their face, and like they just felt like it was so cool to see other people doing that. So y'all with real freckles are absolutely beautiful, and your angel kisses are so special. So I like to try to recreate those. And I have two freckle pens here. These are from ColourPop. I have a soft brown, and then this one is called dark brown. So I like to mix both of these and kind of just like pat them all over. I'll show you how. Always like to blend them out with my finger. I'll do some on my chin as well. And then I like to do some like around the brows. Okay, this lash is probably ready. I also found that putting on lashes with my fingers instead of tweezers works way better for me personally. So just gonna place that on there. And I'll push it down. Okay, that was super easy. And we're gonna put this lash on. So again, just kind of pop it on. Oh no, that one didn't go as well. This mirror is too far from me. Just pop it on to the outer bit. One more thing. The last thing is gonna be setting spray. I've been loving this iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. It is very glowy and dewy, so even my oily skin has been loving this, so. Okay guys, that is the finished look. That is how I do my everyday go-to makeup. So if you have any other things that you want to see on my channel, request them below because I always love hearing those and I love chatting with you guys in the comments as well. Thank you for watching.